Kazakhstan is one of the significant players of world economy and one of the 50 largest exporting countries today. There are 100 world states in our sales geography. There are 820 titles of domestic goods in the range of supplies. The principal share of Kazakhstani exports comes from raw materials, oil, uranium, and wheat. But recently, this tendency is changing. The first processing enterprises are opening and already coming out to global markets with prepared products. You will learn in the 4 Export program about where and how the production branded Made in Kazakhstan is produced. Each region of Kazakhstan has its distinctive characteristics. Their own economic priorities and unique memorable landscapes with attractions are inherent to each region. Every resident of South Kazakhstan will tell about tourist routes and active businesses. Meanwhile, others associate north regions with wealthy fields and developed food industry. One of such regions is Akmola. Akmola is agricultural and industrial region. Small in size, it nevertheless produces a quarter of nationwide volume of high-quality wheat. 87% of the lands of this region are occupied by agricultural needs. The production of this industry amounts to 17% of gross regional product. Food industry takes 6% share in the general volume of exports. Mostly it's such goods as wheat, flour, pasta, confectionery products, and so on. The share of exports of processed non-raw foods from the food industry is 8%. One of the major enterprises of the region is KAZGUR KUS, a city-forming poultry farm. It's located in Stepnyak, one of the cities of regional significance, and employs about 300 people. KAZGUR KUS LLP, poultry raising, production of eggs and egg powder. Production volume, 300 million eggs per year. Export share, 25%. Sales geography, Russia, Tajikistan, Afghanistan. Our chicken farm was established in 2008. We built the first line for 150 million eggs till 2009. Another second line of the same capacity was created from 2014 to 2015. Our farm produces 300 million eggs per year so far. There are specialists who had internships abroad in Russia, the Netherlands, and Germany. Aviculture is one of the industries that completely serves the domestic needs. That is why such enterprises are oriented in an expansion of sales geography using exports. Our goods are perishable. We should sell them faster. We have clients outside the country, especially when our production is valued because of its quality. Our production meets the international standards of quality, STRK ISO 9001-2009. This standard involves the enterprise implementation of management quality system, which is able to guarantee the quality of issued goods and complies with all consumer requirements. There are 8 standard principles: consumer orientation, leading management, workers' participation in the process of production, administration of production processes. In order to get quality eggs, you need to raise proper poultry. German highly productive breed demands better maintenance conditions. All activity of the poultry farm is focused at the preservation of necessary environments for these birds. Firstly, we introduce baby chicks from the breeding factory. We raise them in special aviary for baby chicks up to 98 days. At this point, farm workers carefully monitor weight and diet of the birds. For correct development of the reproductive system, certain lighting conditions are created.
После того, как у нас достигла, значит, птица веса, как правило, мы этого добиваемся.
After birds reach the weight that we want for 98 days, we move them to an adult poultry yard. We have 16 adult yards where we maintain birds until 84 weeks of age. The structure of our poultry is 1 to 4, meaning we have one house of young birds to 4 adult ones.
Схема нашей фабрики 1 к 4. Это значит, на 4 птичника у нас 1 птичник молодняка.
The chief point of the list of conditions for obtaining a quality egg is the feeding of birds. Kazgır Kus Company adheres to halal standards, which means birds aren't fed with meat and bird bone flour or genetically modified products. We use grain which was grown on our fields to feed poultry. Wheat, barley, sometimes oats, which is rare, that is why we don't feed it to them. There is mostly wheat, barley, and corn. The latter is brought from the south. Carefully measured portions based on birds' needs in advance are delivered by an automated line. The poultry farm is assured that this is one of the major requirements of modern production. All systems of ventilation, lighting, feeding, and water supply are automated. Manual labor is practically minimized. The German equipment is completely programmed. My job is to control the feeding, microclimate, and ventilation systems. Birds from these poultry yards give eggs of various categories, which are sent to another workshop. Grading is the final phase of production. 450,000 eggs per day are sent in all directions, including foreign from this workshop. Our workshop accepts the products. The edible hen egg is calibrated, marked, then packed and sent as a finished product here. There is Dutch equipment which calibrates, weighs everything according to categories. They are Super Elite, CB, CO, C1, C2, C3 is the smallest egg. An egg is a unique product. It has everything. This small egg covered with a shell has all nutrients which are necessary for human health, and they're balanced in a way which allows easy absorption. Eggs are even used in the printing industry for improvement of light sensitivity of special boards. In order to compete with international producers, the company strictly adheres to international quality standards. The poultry yard waits for improved monitoring because new products will be entirely exported. Concerning the processed goods, our factory plans a manufacture of egg powder. That is why the CASP system is implemented here. It's aimed at the safety of issued products. This stringent system involves analysis of critical points and risks on all processes of production. The task of exporting hen eggs is not an easy one. Quite often, the registration of all necessary documents takes up half of the shelf life of this perishable product. Egg powder can be stored much longer, which means it is much easier to transport to distant countries. Packaging is required for transportation and storing of any product, and some categories of containing of goods require special attention to containers. For example, package of building materials needs to be distinguished by durability, and plastic containers for food products should be secured as much as possible. The Akmola region has an enterprise which not only produces these things, but constantly implements innovative developments of their own to receive even more qualified wrapping. Novopek LLP. Production of plastic and polypropylene packaging. Production volume 10 million of polymer products per month. Share of exports, 30%. Sales geography, Russia, Afghanistan, Belarus, Ukraine. Production of wrapping starts on machines resembling textile ones. The sheet is collected from polymer threads which are created here. We receive different types of raw materials and we use more than 600 tons of domestic and foreign propylene. Also, we use various brands of polyethylene from EU and other foreign countries. To create 10 million of finished products per year, it takes up to 200 tons of plastic and more than 600 tons of polypropylene. The range of finished goods is presented in a form of sugar bags, building material containers, and big bags for the mining industry. The next stage of our production is a lamination area where we laminate the product. In the last area, we cut the finished product and then deposit it in the warehouse. This plant became one of the leaders among the similar enterprises not only of Kazakhstan but also CIS countries for 14 years. The competition on this market is serious, therefore plant applies newest production technologies. Our goods meet the Eurasian quality standard so far. Also, we closely work to get the ISO International Quality Standard. Currently, our exports geography is quite wide. The work on entering European market is underway. Two important factors allow to reach such a level: employees' qualification and the newest high-quality equipment. The company pays attention to both. There's a huge park equipment in our production. We use tools of European leaders such as Austria, Germany, and Italy, as well as Chinese, Turkish, and Taiwanese equipment. When we first started, we had 20 small machines. During these years, our plant has expanded and we have more machines. We used to have one big bag machine tool. Now there are 15 of them, and all work. The skills of employees are constantly improved in order to work with the latest equipment. To help with this, specialists arrive from China, India, and countries of Europe such as Austria, Germany, Czech Republic, and Serbia. There are 4 people in my brigade. My team sells 400 bags per day, making 100 bags per each person. We cooperate with educational institutions where we invite young specialists from. They have internships and qualifications improvement. Our company has its own learning center where we invite domestic and international specialists. The next plans of the company is to enter the European market. There are all preconditions for this. At the moment, the systematic work on tightening the quality standards according to international requirements is underway. We have serious quality control on the plant. If there's the smallest flaw or some defects, the package doesn't come out. Further, we use innovative technologies, which some of them were developed by our specialists of our plant. To enter the European market is not easy, but quite a feasible task. To stay on the field is more important for the company, but its specialists are confident in their abilities because the feature of this enterprise is in constant modernization of production due to an intellectual potential of employees. We have developed and launched 2 innovative methods into production. The first one is a sewing method. We use special stitching which is improved by our experts. It helps to get a wrap of very high quality. Moreover, we had modernized the weaving system. We get the fabric based on our technology. Such developments allow to get unique production which meets the requirements of different spheres, from food to mining compete on the international market. This will help the company to expand volumes and sales geography.